Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dave with Krusty Trades here. We're going to go ahead and get into an audio a little bit. Audio settings. You got to change this every darn time that you mess around and change your inputs and outputs. Hey everybody, it's July the 10th, Monday, 5:54. You did good, you didn't do good, I didn't do that great today. I've told you I've had trouble sleeping for about 6 weeks. I slept pretty decent last night, but I was tired and slow to get on the draw. I missed the trades that I was going for, and I wasn't going to chase, and then I just slowly picked up a few things later in the day. Let's go ahead and look, and it happens. Then I ended up with some trades later in the day. I did not take a trade because I'm like, no way is this going to work. And it worked. SPY calls at the end of the day. So let's take a look, and we're going to look at order flow. We're also going to look and see what happened on the market on just a few key stocks. And that's it. Let's start off with the order flow. We're going to go pick out some shit. We're going to see what did we have previously that would have worked. Okay, order flow, going to pop that over here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We got some charts. Alright, you got to get yourself in a good mood. You missed out on some trades, you lost money. Everybody, I don't know. I did not do well today. I was tired and I was not spotting the stuff, and I just wasn't a good day. That's all I can say. I mean, just wasn't a good day. It's not been a great few weeks. I'll put it that way. What did we have this morning? So if you were looking at the previous notes, you would have noticed that right here we had PayPal, and I'm sorry if the audio went out yesterday. Had some PayPal 70 calls, and those are pretty spectacular. We're not going to pinpoint it right now. I ain't got time to do that. But you can imagine, I'll look it up here real quick on the phone. The PayPal 70 calls. I'll actually bookmark those. I'll start sharing those via watch list, to be honest with you. And I'll put them on the video. I'll go back and add them to the video. So if you got Thinkorswim, they'll come right up. I need you to help me. If you get in some of these trades, let me know what you're in. Let me know what you're doing. Send me some feedback when you're in, when you're out. All that stuff. We're in this together, everybody. We're in this together to win this together. We don't always have great days among us, everybody, but together we do. So I had PayPal, the calls. That was one that I narrowed down. I was looking at Zoom calls. PayPal went right up out of the gate. It was already up here. It was already up to here before that candle was like already here. Yeah, of course, yeah. It went up another $1 or something, but it was already here, and wasn't. Normally they come back down, and I just wasn't going to get it. ZM had a big day today. Spotted these on order flow the other day. ZM came in out of the gate, and that's your $70 calls, and went from 64 to 67. Had a big day. ZM, you may have got stopped out here. Went from 6604 to 6680. So you may have only gotten that, or maybe you got back in. But even this was a good move. So those all worked. There's some other stuff we were looking at. That was the two main ones I posted. So we're going to make a new watch list. But then even these right here, these PayPal September, September 15th calls on PayPal. You know what those did? That came in right out of the gate. We were already looking at PayPal as it was. That again is September 15th, $90 calls. And then we're going to get into today's order flow. September 15th, 90. Those had $18,483 contracts on them. They came in today, Monday, and they went from 44 to 58. Not a big move, but they did come in. You had July 14th, 192 half calls on Apple. Well, what were they doing this morning? It was like 9 something. They came in and got the 192 halves. Those didn't do a great deal. They came in and got some Snapchat. So that's a few things that we were looking at. Let's go ahead and look at the market. Then we're going to look at order flow today. We're going to try to compress 2 or 3 videos into one because I don't have time to do 3 videos every night. I promised you I would do it, though. I promised I would do it. ES futures today now came up out of the gate 44.28, got soft at 46.75, came back into 25, and they had this bullshit move here towards the end of the day. I believe it was closer to 3 o'clock here. They came down, and there was some calls that came in here, and I'll look at these a little bit later, or maybe I'll look at them now, but they were the 4, I forget, the 4 something calls on SPY, but they came in right here. It dipped down. This shit just shot right out of the gate towards the end of the day. Bounced off of 35 again and went here into the 48.50 area. That was ES. Your SPY. I believe the SPY calls they were buying. You can look this up. I just don't have time to do every single ticker and show charts and everything. I wish I did, everybody. These were 439s they got in here, and they dropped it down and boom. I mean, this went from like 7 cents to 90 cents. Okay, SPY. Then we'll take a look at NVIDIA. Had a nice little drop out of the gate today. You could have capitalized on a move on that one. That was from 428. Went down to 418. So actually a 10-point move from here to here. There was money to be made in NVIDIA. And the major reason is here 428.76 was the resistance. So, and Tesla, same type of thing, except it hit near 278. That was resistance, and then sold back down near 264. Everybody's going long Rivian. Rivian had some puts come in today. I believe these are the $20 puts for next week. I got some of them. I also got some 23s somewhere in here. And I was going to try and get out of those, and broker had an issue. I couldn't get out this week's 23s. So hell to pay if I lose on those. I do have next week's $20 putts on Rivian. Go back and check and see what's going on. I also had some shit on I don't know what that was. I also had some MRVL 53 putts came in, and let's look at that chart real quick. We gotta get moving though. We gotta cover this order flow and let you back out. So this is $53 putts for July 28th. They were buying them somewhere in here, and I ended up getting some $60 putts. I got out of most of those. That didn't do anything today on MRVL. So we're gonna make a new look here. What else? PSNY was one I was looking at this morning. And I'll go ahead and mark that one. Go ahead and mark this one, right? I think you can only mark that much. You can make a add to quick note. PSNY. I don't want that note, really. I want a new note. Is it going to make me a new note? It did not make me a new note. I'm not sure why it didn't make me a new note. Let's see if it will make us a new note if we close out of this. Alright, you close out of it and then they'll say make a new note. Wonder what it does. New quick note. Okay, so you got to close it out and then it'll make you a new quick note. So that's today's note here. We got the PSNY. We're not going to take a look at charts on all these. We're just picking out some interesting ones. I'll narrow these down a little later. Had some calls coming in. I don't have time to review all of today's plays. You had ribbon calls that came in. You had these ball putts, ball and duck. I believe I already picked those out earlier today, but we'll add these in, ball and duck. And we're going to get moving. We got a lot of order flow to go through here, so you got to start up here. Add a quick note, duck. When you highlight too much shit, it sort of comes back to bite you here. You click on this stuff, it'll open it. So you got to click over here on the left. Maybe not. I don't know. You got to click up here. Maybe it'll get rid of it. I don't know. So you had Baba calls that came in. We're going to go ahead and put these on watch as well. Make sure when you're doing this, if you're quick watching it and you're on a Mac, you come up here to the top left of this screen. Then you go to add quick note. We're going to make a... I think I was looking at this one at some point. I'm going to skip over this. CLNE. I mean, I'll put a bunch of shit in here, to be honest with you. Let's just do it. So... we're not going to look at charts and all this. I'll look through some of this stuff later. Real quickly, like INTC, you got some open. I'll go over what I got. TZA, TAN. Start coming in with some MARA. I'm not so interested in that. PBR, LI. Maybe you like LI. You're into the car craze. I'm sticking out of those for now. Try and look at not what happened today, what's going on tomorrow. You got some putts coming in here on coin. I usually try to keep an eye on some of this putt action on coin. FNGS. BBIG, I don't know what some of this stuff is. We try to pick out some shit that's interesting, and you go narrow it down. Once I narrow it down, I'll post the tickers in later, and I'll have a watch list. I'll add some of these to the watch list. BBIG, Pinterest. I'm not so interested in Pinterest. They start coming in with these calls here on the 130s. I think I went further out. I went to 135s. I'm not sure if that was on flow or not. Microsoft started coming in here. They started coming in with these 130s again on Amazon. I'll see what I got. Just today's order flow we're not so interested in. We're trying to pick out a few for swings. Starbucks putts. Zim. I don't know about that. PayPal started coming in with some putts here later, a little later. TMC, maybe. So what we're doing is just building some items of interest here. Then we're going to separate these out and see what's happening. Maybe I'll cover that in the video as well. PLTR, Morgan Stanley. That's for this week putts. I was looking at those, but I did not get filled. So maybe you want to take a look at those. Ally Bank, you got some of the banks. Tech, I believe I got in tech. If not, I know I added to one point to the watch list today. Sometimes this is a little troubling here. See? So what I'm looking at is just a few different things. SPWR, I mean, maybe. We're going to move through though because we're up to 10:17. We've got a bunch of hours to make it through here. You got Tesla, MUR again. I had some coin calls coming in. We already got the coin putts we were looking at. Look at the stuff that comes in quickest initially. And you can mean WBD. I mean, maybe. So you gotta sort of quickly do this stuff. This one I'm just trying to scan through and see some items. Got PayPal putts started coming in here, and I was looking at PayPal putts later in the day, but I decided not to try that. Fubo, I mean, maybe if you want something, I'm going to skip over Fubo, or maybe I'll get into it. We don't know. And there's some SPY stuff here as well. So Ribbon started coming in. So I went, there's some 23s, 24s. I mean, if you want something that's a little better, maybe you go with these 24s here. I'm actually in the 20s, just because that's what I saw and that's what I got in. AMD calls, I believe I posted some of those earlier. There's earnings coming up, so we're going to put a few of these ridiculous things on here as well. I'm not going to put everything on here that I already put on the feed earlier, because that's already there. You got some ribbon calls. They started turning ribbon puts a little later here. You started running around 11 o'clock, and you started running these 24 ribbon puts. We already had some other ribbon puts as well. Microsoft calls. You started getting some. We already had some AMD calls, so we already got what we wanted out of that. You had some hog calls here, and I believe I posted this shit on the Twitter as well. So Riot came in, VXTX. I believe I actually posted that one. That one just looks good. It's healthcare. We don't know exactly what they do. Crocs, I posted. I do know that. Intel, Snapchat, JBLU, Industrials. I mean, I'm going to stay away from JBLU, just to be honest with you. You had some stuff like CDE, 3 calls. I'm going to skip it. Maybe I posted it earlier. I can't remember. You start having some ribbon putts here. $20 putts, August. And then you started getting some other stuff as well. I believe we had some Amazon. We're going to look at Amazon here in a minute. Just get a... And you had the $23 putts for July 21st. Actually, I got some this week's that are holding overnight as well. There's an issue, Iova. Let's go ahead and tag that one. That's another healthcare deal. Okay. So we're gonna, this is how we do it. We had some ARC. I believe I posted that one earlier. Some putts. Alright, so we're now up to 1250. Let's scan through. You got some Siri. Maybe you want to do some Siri. I don't so much. TWLO. I believe I had something like this a while back. We'll go ahead and put it on here. And I'll share this PDF with you later. I'll attach it to the YouTube and also put it on the Twitter. Manu. They were playing with this a while back. Let's go ahead and get some Manu on this list as well. And we're going to take a look at, like I said, a few of them here shortly. I'm going to try and keep these rather short. FCX. I'm going to stay away from that. Chegg, I posted that on Twitter earlier. ONON, we posted that one. So I don't need to really necessarily double post. You had some Tesla coming in for September. 525 seems ridiculous. Let's go ahead and put that puppy out here. Maybe you buy it here and you hold it for like a while. Alright, so you get it in here, and then you just add the quick note right there like that. MU, why not? I think I missed that one earlier as well. That's for July 21st. Seems to be the popular expiration now. Okay. Without further ado, we'll save this to a PDF file, and again, we'll update this. Ribbon. Start getting some 23 putts for next week. Got in this week, so we'll see how they move. Whatever happens, had some issues. Lowe's, you got some putts for Lowe's coming in here. October 135s. Might not be something bad to look at. They may have a downturn, and if they do, you have a few in your portfolio. QQQ, AMDs, IYR again. $88 calls. That may not be a bad play, to be honest with you. It's this week's IYR. We're putting quite a few. We do this every night. I'm not going to put all these into a watch list, but I will put some of them in a watch list here tonight. The ones that look most interesting, Hewlett-Packard. I mean, is that really that interesting? It's 31.50. They're about almost in the money calls. I'm going to stay off HPQ, but if you like HPQ, by all means, go for it. We're up to 251 now. We can't literally scan everything. FSR. You got some Microsoft. Some of these things I'm just not going to touch. JP Morgan puts, maybe you like those. AMLX, Charles Schwab. Maybe you like some shit like this here. If you do, put it in here. Gonna have a mix of things in tonight's flow. MDT, DraftKings, BABA again, HL, BABA. Coca-Cola, maybe they start dropping here. So you got some Coca-Cola puts. Right? Coca-Cola puts. You got some U. I know some people like U. I'm staying away from it right now. Started getting into a few different things here towards the end of the day, but they did start buying some calls, and they were hitting those 130 calls for Amazon again. Maybe I'm not sure if the calls I got DB, Deutsche Bank. He had some Deutsche Bank puts. There's quite a few of DB puts, by the way. ESTC. We'll go ahead and put this one on here, and we're about out of space for tonight's scan. And I believe that's it. I just wanted to look at DraftKings. He had some hood. Those SPY calls that came in earlier were crazy. They came in, and you started seeing some calls and stuff coming in here at the end. Let's go ahead and take a look at Amazon. I'm not sure if what I bought was on flow or not, and it might not be. Maybe it was. I got... No, let's see what I got from it, for instance, just for a moment here. So for Amazon, I went with the 135 calls for July 31st. So July 21st, 135. So here we go right here. These are the ones that I saw this morning, and that's what I got. There was a bunch of stuff. I just grabbed those. No particular reason. It just looked fun. Marvell puts, we talked about that. Got into some SPY 446 calls for July the 12th. And VKTX $20 calls for August the 18th. We also have AMPX $10 calls for March the 15th, 2024. We had a few of those Marvell MRVL $60 puts for July 14th this week. That's all I got right now. I'll save this as a PDF and we'll send it out and attach it to the video. I appreciate you watching me, the order flow. This is what we're looking at for the night. I got quite a few in here. Let's see what you like. We'll narrow it down and we'll see if we can find anything for tomorrow. We already got several things, so maybe looking at for some scalps and other things in the morning. Have a great night against Monday, July 10th. 6:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great evening. I appreciate you watching. Let's make some money. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know. Send me messages. Send me texts. I'll get a new phone number. You can send me texts. Got to keep it separate from my personal, but I'll get a new phone number. You can send me texts and shit during the daytime. Let me know what you're in. You can join the Discord. You can join the Discord. We're going to be doing unusual option flow. We're doing other stuff as well. But it's all unusual option flow. I need about 10 to 15 people to make this work. Obviously, nobody's paying anything. Everybody's helping everybody. Marvell had a little dipsy-do here down to 60. Nothing crazy. We need that son of a bitch down about $3. I'm out of here, maybe $5, to be honest with you. I'm out of here. Have a great night. Here, have a lead out. Enjoy your evening. All right, enjoy your evening, everybody.